One, yes. We are live. Hello, YouTube. I am Anna, your host today. Today we're going to talk about when it's time to change your life. And with me, we have Ayla and Gustavo. Gustavo, if you can open your camera, it will be better to the live on YouTube. But if you cannot, it's totally okay. Now we are all of us here. Let's start with Ayla's presentation. Ayla, tell me who you are, where do you live, what do you like to do in your free time, how long you are in this platform. Let me know who you are.
Hello, good evening. I'm Ayla. I'm from Belém, Pará State. I was born here. I'm married. I have a daughter and I have a little dog. I work as a public servant. In my free time, I like to travel. I like to go to the beach. I like to stay at home sometimes to relax, to watch movies, series, and listen to music, reading books. So I so appreciated to spend time with my family too. And I've been studying English since 2020, and I'm here on Turkey since 2021. And since then, I try to practice my English as much as possible. And that's it.
Very good, Ayla. And you, Gustavo?
I'm 28 years old. I'm father. My son have 3 months. Very young guy, Augustus. I live in Minas Gerais, Córrego Novo. I work with a front-end engineer, as a front-end engineer, software development. Let me see. In my free time, I like to read books. Also, that is the way that I improve my English. Is the way that works for me to acquire a new vocabulary. I have 4 dogs, and when I find time I joke with them. It's very hairy, but I try. I also use my free time to spend with my wife and my son, and that's it.
Very good. Nice to meet you. Tamara, a huge pleasure to have you here.
Yes, I can today.
Yes, so present yourself. It's your time.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, as you know, my name is Tamara. I live in Araras, São Paulo, is a central of São Paulo. I'm 34 years old. I'm married since 2020. I have 1 dog and 1 cat. I'm working from home, but the company is in Santa Catarina. And let me see. I'm working accountancy office. I'm inside sales nowadays. About me, in my free times, I like to watch series, movies. Sometimes I don't put subtitles for training my listening. And I think that's it.
Very good, very good. So just let me present myself. I am Ana, 28 years old. I live in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais, the same state of Gustavo. I am a physiotherapist, a PhD student. My research is about patients with diabetes. I'm searching the impact of an exercise plus an education intervention in behavior change. In the end of almost in 1 month, a little bit more, in November, I will move to Toronto, Canada, to make part of my PhD there. And I'm very excited and very happy with this. Yes. And that's the questions here again. And we have some expressions today. So just let's start with the question number 1. When do you interpret the idea of knowing when it's time to change your life? And what are some indicators that suggest it might be necessary? Gustavo, how do you recognize that it's time to change your life?
We don't change nothing that we are not liking. So for me, the best time to change is when I realize that I have to improve some part of my life because I'm not liking about this part, this specific part. I also had some times that we find ourselves in a way that we needed to maybe change all things, the whole thing. So it is a way to look it deeply, to inside us, to know this. We need to look it to inside us, to look at to know who are ourselves, and to see if we are liking to live in the way that we are liking, that we are living.
Yes, very good. And you, Ayla, how do you recognize that it's time to change?
For me, I think when I notice I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy more. So I think when I feel this like this, I know it's time to change something in my life. And I think some indication that suggests it might be necessary. I think to study, to search before what are you decided to do. I think it could be helpful to try to talk to people who from this area that you would like to get into. I think it's important to pay attention what you want to do, but you need to put effort to achieve it, and it's not easy, but I think it's important to take a chance, and because when we are so I don't know, upset, unsatisfied, I think it's complicated to keep it the same way. So it's important to listen to yourself and to try change, but try do the responsible way, I think. And work hard for it.
Yes, because sometimes the idea of, no, I'm not happy, sometimes not enough to deal with the consequences of change your life. So you need to look for this and think and try to put in a balance between to decide to change something, or just, no, I'm not feeling happy. Okay, I'm not happy to wake up in the morning so early, but yeah, I'm not happy, but I need to do this and I need to deal with this. And Tamara, I will change a little bit the question number 1 for you. Sometimes we not decide that we want to change, but the life decide for us. And how do you deal with this? Because when you need to decide, you need to deal with the consequences. But when the life changes, and how is it for you?
Complicated talking about this, for example, because when you said it, I don't know why, but I'm thinking about the death, for example.
Yeah.
That for example, when it's happening around you, it's about the other person, and that is the person, it's so close to you, and we can and you can't have all the control about this. Is complicated. For example, I have some meeting with the important client today, but in my life, for example, there's something tragic happening in your life. It's not, it's impossible to control all the things that's happening.
Yes. About this that you mentioned about the death, today I went to the funeral of my favorite patient, and I treated her for long 5 years, I think. And it was really, really, really sad. But the daughters of my patient's daughters was saying the medical called them, and the medical asked, what do you want we do when she was about to die? Do you want that we do all the efforts or just let her go? And she was old, and the girls decided that just need to the life be more natural, you know? If she died, okay, just let her go. And it was sad, but we cannot do anything. The life changed. Was my favorite patient, and yeah, I cannot do anything. It's just accept the life. Gustavo, do you want to read question number 2 and continue talking?
Can you share a personal experience where you had to take the bull by the arms and make a significant life change or decision? I don't.
Do you know
I
what is to take the bull by the horns?
I can't imagine it. That is something hard to do. Yeah,
Yes. The meaning is to face a difficult or challenging situation directly and with courage to take the bull.
So that is you want to a personal share here. That's it. So just to understand more.
Yes.
Or to the feelings. I can think about a very remarkable time in my life. That was the time that I decided to got married. It was a very changing life for me, because first I was living with my parents, and after this I was living with my wife. So my life have changed a lot. So on that time, I think that I had to have courage to pass to that experience, to pass to that door, to another point, another place, because for me it's very important to not just to be in date, but to married with that.
Yeah.
To date for me is an experience that I will know my future wife. So I had to have sure of this, and I have to enfront it. I have to have the courage. So happy for me that the experience was very good.
Yes.
And not a constrained one. So it was everything okay. But it was a very hard thing to take decision.
Yeah, this decision, it's one of the hardest one, but one of more important that we do in our lives. So congrats, Gustavo. And you, Wyla, can you share some personal experience that you had to take the bull by the horns and make a significant change in your life?
Yeah, I think for me, it was when I became a mother, because it was so difficult. I remember
Did
until
you
now.
plan to be pregnant?
Sorry?
Did you plan when
No.
you become pregnant? No?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And it was so difficult because this. But after my pregnant, I remember it was difficult when my daughter was born, because it was so crazy for me. And I was so younger, and I think I didn't have so maturity, and I need to face this talent, and it was so difficult because I want to be a good mother, but on the other hand, I was a younger who had dreams,
Yes.
and I realized that I needed to give up my dreams, because in that moment I needed to be responsible. I need to support my daughter, and she needed myself all the time, and it was so hard. I remember until now, because I don't know. I remember when I cried a lot during 1 week, and it was difficult. But
How old's your daughter?
my daughter nowadays is 25.
25.
Yeah, yeah. And nowadays, I talk to her sometimes with her about it. This is my feeling, and sometimes we laughed together, but it's no easy, guys. So
Yeah,
it's crazy to
yes.
become father and mother. So yeah.
Yes, very good. Very good. And you, Tamara, what is your personal experience that you remember? No, that moment I need to be very courage and I changed my life.
So hard to answer these questions because, like Ayla said, she becomes a mother. And for example, I guess in my case, it's happened when I broke my last marriage, because on the reasons is that it's because I didn't want to be a mother. And my last marriage during 10 years.
Oh my God.
And so
And you
I
divorced
guess,
because you don't want to be a mother, and he wanted.
yeah,
It's one of the reasons, of course.
exactly that.
Yes. From me, I passed through almost the same to Tamara. One of the most difficult decisions that I took was when I divorced almost 6 months ago. And was not because I don't want to be a mother, because I want, but because of other reasons. But it's not an easy moment, especially because when you are married, as Tamara said, and you just need to play your life and live whatever everyone in the society imagines that you will live. It's like a film. You just need to put the play and let the life goes. And one of these examples is to become a mom, because everyone waits this from a woman, and to get a family and to live together and to make some travels, then to have a baby, then to buy a house, then to buy a car, then everything that is in a normal life people expect from us. But it's hard to say, no, I don't want this anymore. I want something different. Maybe you don't know what you want, but you don't want this anymore. And then you decide to stop and start again. And are you happy now, Tamara?
Yes, it's happened almost 4 years ago.
Yes. But are you happy?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Very
I
good.
changed. It's the better now.
Very good.
Anna, how long time your during your last marriage?
7 years.
7 years.
Yes. I married when I was 20. So young.
Yes, the
Very
same.
good. Yes.
It's happy with
I'm
me.
very happy now, and that's important.
Yeah,
Let's go to the
that's
question number 3. In what areas of life, such career, relationship, personal development, do people often contemplate the need of major life change? Gustavo, in which of these areas do you think people try to change more?
I think that career and relationships, personal development, not so much, because I know that the majority people don't change so much in personal development. Someone is very satisfactory with their position in life, but the career and career, because people are also don't, the majority again, don't know what they want to do for their life, so maybe they change a little bit until to achieve the goal, to understand more what I like to do. So I think that people change career. I have changed career. And then relationships, as you know, it's very, very hard to live with each others. We have to accept, and we have to avoid ourselves sometimes, and we have to cede. I don't know the word in Portuguese for it. So relationship in family, father, mother, it's very hard thing to do, to live with each others. So it changes. People decide to go outside the father house and live with his wife. This is my case. People stop their marriage. I don't know the expression correct way. So it's happened a lot every day. I have no idea. So many people do it.
Yes, yes. I agree with you in parts, but I think relationship, yeah, not just a relationship with a partner, but father's relationship, mothers with son, daughter, in the job, with your colleagues. I think the relationship is one of the areas that most of the people need to change. And sometimes some people change the career because they don't know how to deal with the relationship that they have in the job environment, in the work environment. So sometimes they try to change the career because they don't know how to deal with the boss or with the colleagues and things like this. And you, Ayla, in which of these areas do you think people contemplated the need of major life change?
Well, I think people usually change about the career because especially I think because they financial issues, or because
Yes.
they don't feel satisfied anymore. And I think relationship, I totally agree with you, especially about the relationship at a work environment. And when we don't get along well with our colleagues or boss, it's so difficult to keep you on the same job. I think it's about the even healthy mental, because sometimes we are so I don't know, upset or feel underappreciated at a work environment, and
Yes.
you can get sick, a mental sick. So it's terrible. It's so dangerous. And I think about the friendship too, because I don't know, people change their mind, and we are growing up. I think it's more common when we are growing up, and we have good friends, but we start to want to do these different things, but sometimes it's not because I don't like my friends anymore. No, it's about because I think it's a process when I change my mind, my preference. I don't know how to
Yes.
explain why, but I think it's more because this, and personal development. I agree, because that's happy with me. Sometimes I feel necessary to develop my mindset, for example. So I think it could be a cause because you want to decided to do different things. So yeah.
Yes. But I think in the life we have some, I don't know how to say that in English, tipo cycles, I don't know. And in some cycles that we have, sometimes we feel the necessity to oh my God, to change the friends, not to broke the friendship, but to change a little bit. And in this time that I am living now, I don't know if Tamara had this experience when she got divorced. When you need to divide the things in your house, sometimes you also divide your friends. And it's hard to change the cycle of the friends, and to change people that you hang out and you just go out to having fun, because when you are married you have the same friends, and when you get divorced sometimes we need to to split the friends. How was it for you, Tamara? Did you experience
It's the same. like you
Yeah.
said, it's happening with me too, because I had in the past a lot of friends, but unfortunately, this person broke it, the kind of me,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Sometimes it's because the roads don't cross anymore, and
Yeah, maybe.
unfortunately, it's happy. But
It's part of the life.
yes, this it's about the personal life. It's my opinion, like you said. But about the career, I guess sometimes when you stay in the specific place and you are not valued more anymore. And for example, you don't receive the big payment, for example, is time to change. Let me see. That's it.
Yes, yes. Tamara, have you ever changed the career or no?
Yes, I have degree in administration, and for example, my last job it's quality assurance, and nowadays I am inside sales. I'm working accountant office. I'm responsible for the commercial this specific account office.
Very good, very good. Let's go to the question number 4. Have you ever embarked on a new chapter in your life and had to hit the ground running? What were the challenges and the rewards? What is hit the ground running? Let's see the meaning that I have no idea. Yeah, to start something new. Yeah, with a lot of energy to hit the ground running. Very good. Very good. Oh my God. Yes, I did. The new chapter in my life when I started in the doctor, I thought that I was responsible for some project that I was feeling that it will be like this. And in the first or in the second month, everything changed, and I become the coordinator of the project, some part of the project. And I was just waiting to be like a normal student, with normal responsibilities as a PhD student. Nothing so important and a lot of responsibilities. In the beginning, I just want to be someone normal, doing a normal research, and not to be like a coordinator of a multi-center project with more than a lot of patients. And yes, and I need to accept this challenge because, of course, it will be very important for my learning process and my PhD. And it had a lot of challenges. The first one is that I need to learn how to be a good leader and someone to divide responsibilities and ask for help, and to liderate a team, to deal with a team, something that I didn't know in the past. And the rewards, the knowledge that I'm getting. It's no challenge can be more difficult than the rewards. That it's very, 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 very good. That was the time that I need to hit the ground running. And you, Ayla, can you share with us some episode in your life that you need to face, and how was it, the challenge and rewards?
I don't know if I understand it very well, but to hit the ground running, to stay new in Divo,
Yes,
With-
it's like to face a challenge and oh my God, I need to do it. And you become happy and with a lot of enthusiasm, something like this.
So I don't know if I have some good experience about it, but I remember now when there was a leadership change at my work in last year, and it was so difficult because everything changed a lot, and I was to learn how to manage it, to administrate people, and to deal with people is so difficult. It could be so hard sometimes. But I had an energy in the first moment, yeah. But I think after that I was so exhausted and to try to solve the problems, and but when I decided to solve the problem day by day, and to prioritize what I should do first. When I started to listen to people more and to try to solve the problem with them, not alone. I think it was it gets better for me, for
Yes.
my colleagues and my internship, and
Yes,
I
step
think
by step.
yeah.
And you, Gustavo, what was the project that you need to hit the ground running and change totally your life?
Changed totally your life. I had a very not a bad, not a happy, but a bad experience. But at first I thought that would be a very happy experience. I worked on that time as a front-end engineer, and a friend invited me to work as a tech manager. And at the first time I thought, wow, it would be very good to my career. I will work with those who decides the things. So to
Important people.
yeah, important people. I will create a lot of strategies. I will change a lot of things. So it would be a very, very good experience until I started to work on it. So it was a terrible experience for me. I worked 6 months, and then I almost got a will, because I was leader of leaders, a tech manager after tech leaders, and so on. The developers have a lot of politics. We have a lot of responsibility, and so I don't want it to my life. I don't. If I need these to career, I don't matter more for career. Let it far away from me. I don't want career. If I want to be a manager again, I admired a lot people that can do it. Nowadays, when I face with a manager, I have different thoughts. So I
Yes.
admired a lot. So you is a very strong guy. you support a lot of things.
Yes.
Have a lot of heavy thing on your shoulders, so it's a very hard position.
Yes, it's not easy. And sometimes I had almost the same thing, almost the same thoughts, because when I was in the master, I worked with the same research group that I am coordinating nowadays. And I looked to the coordinator and I said, yeah, it's easy because she just coordinated the project. She's not here collecting the data and looking to the patients. She's just coordinating. And now I am in this position, just coordinating, and sometimes I'm almost freaking out and getting crazy because I'm just coordinating. If I can decide nowadays, I would prefer to collect 100 data, 100 patients to 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. than to coordinate a group. That is not easy. It's not easy. And you, Tamara, what was the problem or the project that you faced that you need to hit the ground running? And what was the challenge or rewards of this experience?
Two things. It happened with me when I became a hostess here on TNT. Yes, 2 months ago. And in my career, in this time, I need to develop my leadership. So it's a hard process. And I need to grow up.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes we just want to gossip with our colleagues, but the leader cannot do it. People are gossiping about you, and you cannot gossip about them with anyone because you are the leader.
Yes. I guess it's happening, but I can't see because I'm working from home. So
yes,
I guess it's a little easy.
Yeah. Less hard. I think we not say that it's easy. It's less hard.
I agree.
Guys, I'm bringing people back because we are almost finishing. But I just want to use the other expression that we have here, that is to go with the flow, that is to adapt to the circumstance and events without resisting or opposing them. So it's very important to have this to know when it's time to stop fighting and just to let the things go. Okay, guys, just let's wait William back. Then I will stop the live because we have things important to talk with Ayla, Tamara, Wanda, Lucas, Gustavo, and William. So YouTube, thank you so much.